All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back for more with Wahine Weekend. Oh, what a great show this has been. Thanks for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And we've got another inspirational Wahine coming up. She's someone that's very close to my heart and also my soul, and has probably helped my mind more than most people that I know. She is the international best-selling author of this book called Shatter the Yo-Yo. We'll be talking more about that. She also has a book coming out on procrastination, which I will not wait to read because I need help in that, and we all do a little bit. She's a licensed clinical psychologist, and she's also a very inspirational woman, a beautiful friend, a caring wife, and somebody who has given back to the community during this time and even years before what was going on. And we're just really happy to have her. She's part-time Maui resident, part-time San Diego. And without further ado, let's welcome one of my favorite inspirational Wahine, Dr. Candice Seti.
Woo! Wow, what an amazing introduction. I feel like I'm just like floating on a cloud right now hearing that. Thank you.
I tried to make you feel at home by I'm just sitting here out on the beach and
God, it looks so nice.
Smell that ocean breezes.
Right.
Oh, lovely. Well, Candice, you're somebody I really look up to, and I know a lot of the women in my life do too, because you always seem like you have it together. And it might be because of you're a doctor of psychology, but in anything you do, whether it's planning a get-together, whether it's giving back to the community, running a small business, or being there for your friends, you just have this great rapport about yourself with everybody, and it's really inspiring. And I wanted to share you with the Wahine Weekend audience and just tell us a little bit about more of what you do as an author, or what your passion is when it comes to mental and physical health, and why that's so important right now, especially during this year.
Well, that is my passion, mental and physical health, and helping as many people as I possibly can achieve mental and physical health. I mean, I have a private practice, but there's only so many hours in the day and so many people you can reach that way, which is why, the books and the online programs and all that kind of stuff are a more effective way for me to reach out and be able to touch more people, because, I specialize in weight management, but really what that means is, self-love, embracing yourself, accepting yourself and feeling good about who you are and in the skin you're in, right? I mean, my goal is not to make people more beautiful. My goal is to make people realize how beautiful they are and gain that whole self-acceptance, self-efficacy, self-confidence, all of that. So I'm just always trying to reach more people and help more people get that and achieve that, especially because as women, we are so hard on ourselves. We beat ourselves up so much. We talk down to ourselves. We constantly compare ourselves to other people. And each one of us is so amazing and so beautiful in our own right. And we all just need to stop and appreciate that and give ourselves some love.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think one of my favorite things about you is that you make, you're all inclusive. Like, there's never been you're one of those girls that I wish more women would grow up with. You don't have that catty nature about yourself. And I think that it's so beautiful that you found a career that fits you so perfectly. And it's inspiring to me. And also I want to share more with you, the world with you is what I wanted to say. And one of my favorite things is waking up in the morning and going on Instagram. We're always scrolling through, seeing all these photos of everybody. And sometimes it can get in your head. Everyone shows themselves having this fabulous life, but it's just social media, and I think I love what you've done with social media. When I browse through your Instagram, what's your Instagram tag so we can follow?
I believe it's Weight Loss Therapist.
The Weight Loss Therapist. Inspirational quotes. I love your to-do lists, mental to-do lists. And that's something I think a lot of women on Instagram should stop and look at those instead of what is fashion, or here's my new home, or here's my yacht. I mean, I have a lot of those on my Instagram.
Or all of these women that I'm following with six-pack abs, right? Because right. I'm lying to myself and telling myself it's inspirational and motivating, but really all it's doing is making myself feel bad.
Mm-hmm. And this year, especially with the news, what advice can you give to Wahine, or even anyone in general who's following the mess that our country has become? And without, on top of the election, we have this world pandemic, and social injustice, is what's some advice that you can give to those listening, and some good ways for mental and physical health?
Well, a couple things, just kind of following on what you said about social media and about the news. I really, really encourage people to curate that stuff as much as they possibly can for themselves. I mean, to really look at how those things make you feel, right? When you're wake up in the morning and you're scrolling through Instagram, what you're seeing, how do you feel? How does it make you feel? Is it inspiring? Does it make you feel good? Does it make you feel proud? Does it make you feel happy? Does it make you feel bad? Does it make you start to beat yourself up or attack yourself, right? How does it make you feel? And if it doesn't make you feel good, stop looking at it. Stop following it. Remove it from your view. And the same goes for news and just kind of scrolling social media in general. You know, a lot of people want to keep informed. There's a lot going on right now, and that's understandable. But it can also get obsessive. It can also become problematic. It can also impact our mood and our overall mental health if we're taking in too much, if it makes us feel negative, and if we're carrying all that negative emotion around with us. So yeah, so looking at that and saying, how much of this do I actually need? And is this making me feel good? Is this helping, or is this problematic? And how can I control that? Maybe it means I check the news once a day and I only check this news source. And maybe it means I block these specific people on Facebook or other forms of social media temporarily because what they're sharing is making me feel bad or stirring up all these negative emotions in me. But, you know, how can you curate that to make it be a positive impact in your life instead of a negative one?
I absolutely agree with that. And once I started, as you're saying, curating or sifting through, it's almost like a Zen garden. You're just got to get through it. You know, I mean, social media is beautiful because of our connection right now, especially because a lot of us are isolated and in quarantine, but it is part of your mental health. It truly is. And we can't, you know, deny that social media is part of our lives, whether it's in advertising or connecting or seeing your friends' kids. There's also trash in there. I really like what you said, that choose to unfollow. There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like women feel guilty, you know, when they unfriend someone. Or, I mean, now that I'm getting older, I don't have any guilt when it comes to unfollowing. I really hope that young women understand that it's when someone has 5,000 friends, they're not going to go, I saw that they unfollowed me, unless they're that obsessed, which hopefully no one watching this is.
Well, and that's exactly the point, is they're not noticing. They're not a part of that, right? And those are not the people that are your real connections. When you talk about the value of social media right now and how it's keeping people connected, those are the real connections. Those are the meaningful connections. Those are the people that know you, that trust you, that care about you, that, you know, connect with what you're sharing, or you connect with what they're sharing. And that is a valuable aspect of social media, especially right now. But it's, you know, the higher level people, the celebrities, the fitness gurus, the whatever it is that you're following, that, you know, there is no real meaningful connection there. And there's a good possibility that what they're sharing is not helping you, is not empowering you, is not making you feel good. And that's when, you know, it's really valuable to say, do I need this?
Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know that you're very important. I like what you said earlier. There's just not enough hours in a day to help everyone.
There's not. Well, and so, you know, it's about kind of empowering people to help themselves and to move that to help others. And, you know, right now there's a lot we can do to take advantage of that. I mean, there's never been a more important time as a woman, especially. There's never been a more important time to make your voice heard. So take the opportunity and speak your mind, get it out there.
Thank you so much, Dr. Candice Seti, for taking time today to speak with us for Wahine Weekend. What you said was very, very empowering, and I just really, really appreciate your time, and I love you.
I love you. Thank you for having me.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was a beautiful little moment. Some great advice for our mental health and our physical health from Dr. Candice Seti. She's a life coach, a nutritionist, a writer, psychologist, and also a great friend. So try to, you know, follow her on Instagram, you know, instead of like following that bikini girl, which, by the way, you look great in a bikini too. Don't get me wrong, Candice. We really appreciate your time, and coming up more on Wahine Weekend. Stay tuned. We got some live music. Woo! Woo!